Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to Willow Clan in Clangen. So last time we had so many new cats join, which is really exciting. We especially had a bunch of new kits, but many of them are sick. Well, River J is trying to work as hard as she can. She's an elder now, and not just that, she's become infected with the curse herself. Milkspot died in the last episode, which is one less pair of hands, one less medicine cat, and no new medicine cat apprentices have arrived to help with this curse. And all the while, the wilted willow, or the spirit that lurks within it, is scheming always. But for now, the cats are doing the work for them. The more cats they add to the clan, the easier it is for the curse to spread. But that doesn't mean they're looking for new ways to curse these cats. Starling Star is still our leader. She's feeling quite content today, even though she is very worried about River J, who is her mate. She's 151 moons old, so she's getting up there in years, and she does have 8 lives left, so I'm still hopeful she'll be with us for a little bit. Elrun, our deputy, is doing very well, as last episode she was cured from the illness on her own, but also with the help of the medicine cats. River J at 120 moons old is feeling her age, and she is infected, so we will have to keep an eye on her. Raccoon Creek, who was one of the very first to join the clan outside of the founders, was the first to actually be sick with the illness, and they even saw Iris Star have this illness and die from it. They are cured, but they are forever marked by the sickness as the mushrooms sprout from their back still to this day. Foggy Paw, who is actually dropped off by their loner parent for the fact that they were sick with the curse, is feeling worse every day. I have rolled for them and they did not quite hit the mark, so they have reached phase 2 on moon 64. We had several new apprentices on this moon, each one being sent off on their own as Iris Star used to do when she was in charge. Starling Star has held on to this tradition, and all of the apprentices passed and did not get killed by anything, which is great. So there is hope for the future already. This is interesting. I haven't seen this interaction before. So we have Ermine Fur and Aster Moon, as well as Jump Pelt, going out on a border patrol. More border patrols have been called for because Sparrow Clan has claimed war upon Willow Clan. As Jump Pelt is checking the border lines, they notice a Sparrow Clan scent has strayed into their territory. Sparrow Clan has been hostile recently, so this cannot be good. They choose to proceed. After poking around a bit, Jump Pelt discovers a Sparrow Clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost, and leads them back over the border, explaining that they need to stay on their land because they did this as opposed to killing the apprentice. Sparrow Clan's relations have improved with Willow Clan because of the fact that Jump Pelt showed mercy. It is now the 65th moon. Another 5 moons have passed. We will have to check to see if the sickness has spread at all. Unfortunately, this moon was not without loss either way, as Cave Kit had gotten a claw wound and they had died from it. They were so young, and they could have had a huge future ahead of them, but unfortunately, StarClan decided to take this young kit into their arms. Perhaps it was to take them away from the curse of the wilted willow, but either way, Cave Kit is running around in the stars. There is still a war going on with Sparrow Clan. I don't know why it keeps saying it has begun. I think possibly what's happening is that the relations are improving and then worsening again. And so Sparrow Clan is just angry with Willow Clan at all times. And then Crested Whisker confesses their feelings to Firestripe and they become mates. So Crested Whisker is now with Firestripe. This is so hopeful, especially with the fact that Crested Whisker had almost died. Oh, I'm so happy that they're together. So love is still happening despite all of the bad that is going on. Now let's roll and see if it gets worse. I only rolled a 2, so the sickness doesn't spread. Thank goodness. I don't think we can handle any more sick cats. We actually have quite a few right now. Oh, so much happened. Okay. Starling Star has been following the progress of Foggy Paw for moons and feels that it is finally time for them to get their warrior name. They are granted the name Foggy Freckle in honor of their wit. I said Froggy Freckle. I meant Foggy Freckle. That is so cute. No, Wisteria Berry, what? I loved your name. Wisteria Berry died from a claw wound. It seems as though losing Milkspot and the fact that River J is getting old and she is sick is really affecting the cat's ability to heal. They really need to get an apprentice. We may have to look at forcing a medicine cat apprentice to happen. Sparrow Clan attempted to break into your camp during the war? Excuse me? I did not expect that. I did forget to roll in the last moon for River J. I rolled just now, and unfortunately, I only rolled a 58%, and so she is going in to phase 2. However, Whisker Paw is cured with a shocking 91% roll. Those dice love me most of the time. I mean, I would have rather River J if I had to choose between the two. But the dice tell the story, and that's sometimes what makes it so exciting. I highly encourage y'all a little, you know, behind the scenes sneak peek from Cuppy. If you're ever wanting to try storytelling for any reason, I highly suggest, especially if you're unsure of what to do, rolling dice. Let the dice tell the story for you. It leaves it to be more exciting that way. And sometimes this happens. Naja took out their apprentice Branchpaw to go hunting for the first time, but they discover a porcupine, and Branchpaw unfortunately does not have the agility yet to avoid this creature and dies immediately from impalement. The 67th moon has come to our cats. Flickerpaw can't seem to sit still as they bounce up to touch noses with Hailcut, swearing they'll be the best warrior in the clan has ever seen. Surprising Beach Skip, the first thing that Wishpaw asks to do once the meeting ends is to gather moss so everyone has fresh bedding. So Beach Skip is gonna have their very first apprentice. That's so exciting. Ah, yes. Because of Branchpaw's passing, the clan takes time to mourn their death so that they can go and join Star Clan. During patrols, Flickerbird takes Bittern Paw out to border patrol now that they have experienced some training and hunting. The patrol does find a cat injured on the Thunderpath, and Seok Splash, not sure how to say that, was actually saved by the patrol and has joined the clan. Ermine Fur does the same, taking Frostpaw out to explore the borders and mark territory. They end up finding a kitty pet sniffing around, and after speaking with them for a little bit, a kitty pet named Katie has joined the clan as well. This is not good. So as you know, Sparrow Clan and Willow Clan are currently at war. As the patrol is checking the border markings, a Sparrow Clan patrol appears and begins jeering at Willow Clan patrol. They will have to proceed. The two patrols begin throwing insults back and forth and tension ratcheting higher and higher until suddenly a fight breaks out. The tussle ends quickly, but Whiskerpaw is still left injured. Whiskerpaw has not passed away or was killed, but they do have a torn pelt. Our medicine cats have finally stopped having sunbathing days and actually talk about visions that they have had. Furled Scratch had a very disturbing vision, very similar to the ones before with Ridge Goose dancing over graves. Furled Scratch had a vision of the Weeping Willow that rests a bit over their clan camp the branches becoming thorny and sharp, almost like claws, and stabbing into some of the graves that have been long past. They also notice that Branch Paw's grave was one that was stabbed ruthlessly with the branches. They're not entirely sure exactly what it means, but they have somewhat of an idea, and they will go and talk to Starling Star about what they have seen and what they are very worried it means. Another patrol goes out to check the borders since the war is still raging on. They check the Thunder Path to find another kitty pet dropped off by their two legs because they have been sick. Pale Cloud has joined the clan and will be taken care of and hopefully survive whatever ails them. So it looks as though on the 68th moon not much has happened, which is a good thing. But Goose Runner seems to have taken to Katie, the new kitty pet that has joined, and has given them a present of oak leaves. We do need to check all of our cats that have joined and make sure they are not infected. Katie is a young adult female with the smoke pelt, long fur, and green eyes. She's a bit bloodthirsty, but she's a great hunter considering she is just a kitty pet. And now she's got oak leaves in her fur. However, she is not feeling well. It looks as though she is infected with the curse, which sucks because she's super pretty. Sioque Splash is a young adult female with a 2-color coat, long fur, and green yellow eyes. She is faithful and a pretty good fighter for a kitty pet. However, she's injured and infected with the curse. And in a cruel twist of fate, Pale Cloud is also sick with the curse. She is an adult female with a rosette pelt, long fur, and yellow eyes. She's careful and smart, but those traits could not save her from the wrath of the wilted Willow, who gets stronger and stronger every moon that passes. On this moon, little Nikki has taken a turn for the worst, and little white glowing mushrooms have started to grow out of her fur. These ones don't glow, however. They look nothing like the ones that have been growing from the grave of Ridge Goose. These are almost wet and soppy looking, disgusting, and they reek of rot and death. It seems like this sickness, this phase even, has gotten worse for some of our cats. On the 69th moon, Starling Star calls the clan for a meeting and declares Bittern Paw to be a warrior. They are now called Bittern Dapple and are celebrated for their sincerity. So Ermine Fur, Katie, and Elrun all go out on a patrol together, covering the border in case Sparrow Clan gets any ideas. They do end up finding a loner who's really happy to join the clan, and we will have Current join the clan. Current is an adult male cat with the classic pelt, medium fur length, and sunlit eyes. He is also pretty vengeful, probably leading a tough life as a loner. But unfortunately, he does join the clan infected. It seems like more and more cats outside of the clan, surrounding the clan, that come even close to the wilted Willow are coming in infected, almost as if the roots are reaching out farther and farther, affecting more and more cats. It is the 70th moon. Wow, I can't believe we've made it this far. Firestripe sits in a crowd, chest puffed out in pride as they watch Greypaw be named Greycatcher and honored for their composure. They consider themselves lucky to have been able to train such an amazing young cat and look forward to seeing the warrior they become. No, Frostpaw. Little Frostpaw did die from a bite wound that they received. The clan mourns the young cat in hopes that StarClan takes them into their paws so they can leap amongst the stars with the other cats they have lost. On the 70th moon, it looks like the sickness is continuing to spread. The cats are many the clan grows. And though some come and some go, because of the amount of cats and how active they are with each other, the curse is bound to spread, and it has. It will spread to 3 cats this time. Flickerpaw is the first cat that it spreads to. She starts to feel a bit feverish and uncomfortable in her own skin, and the clan fears for the worst. My heart is really broken about this one. Beach Skip has also gotten the curse. Having been in the clan for a while now, taking on an apprentice, being around the cats more often, this young adult male has now been infected. Beach Skip's apprentice has also been infected with the sickness. They must have come across it when they were out on a patrol, or maybe they were patrolling with another cat nearby who had it. I literally rolled to only roll on this page for some reason. This page of cats is probably all infected. So Beach Skip is infected, Katie is infected, Foggy Freckle is infected. In fact, I was supposed to roll for them on the last one. Oh no. Foggy Freckle has now entered phase 3. And a very similar white oozing mushroom starts to sprout from behind their ears. It too reeks of death, and the medicine cats are now having to cover their noses and place different types of scented oils from herbs just so that they can work on these cats because the smell is so bad. What's worse is that River Jay is now bedridden. There are mushrooms growing out of her. They grow along her rump, looking like oyster mushrooms, just going down all the way to the edge of the start of her tail. The oozing mushrooms are not present on her, but they have made her paralyzed in her hind legs, and she can no longer walk. Exactly 1/3 of the clan is ill with the sickness. 10 out of our 30 cats of the clan are feeling this curse, and the darkness of the wilted Willow giggles in glee. They have now not only lost Milkspot, but River Jay, who is completely bedridden and useless in helping Raccoon Creek and Furled Scratch, who are extremely overwhelmed at how many cats are sick. Our clan is getting dangerously close to shutting down entirely because of this sickness, and yet the darkness still lingers, scheming and planning for more to come very soon if these cats cannot figure out a cure. And not just that, but they're affecting the ability for cats to go to StarClan. If they don't remember to place mushrooms, the special glowing mushrooms, over the graves, then many cats are stuck in the dark forest. Now that is all the time I have for this episode. I hope you liked it. Tickle and poke that like button if you did. Subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell so you're notified of when I post more clangen videos. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for more of Willow Clan. Bye!